The snap-tight assembly system locks end channels to all sheets without the need for tools or fasteners. To assemble each panel, the perimeter channels are secured to the top and bottom of each sheet. Gently tap the channel over the snap-tight lugs and work your way along the sheet. Each channel should be fit to the center of each sheet. Simply tap the channel along until it's aligned. We're going to join our spliced channels now. Basically, we're just joining a pair of channels together to make a longer one. There are three parts: a left channel, a right channel, and the joiner. Looking at the part numbers, you'll see that the left channel has the letter L and the right channel has the letter R at the end of the part number. There are also printed arrows pointing to the end of the channel that needs to be joined. The joiner, called a CSJ, needs to be put in the right way to match the channel. Make sure that you've got the long sides matched up. Place the CSJ centered on the end and press in as shown until you hear it click. Repeat this with the other side and then make sure that both halves are butted up against one another. Do this for the rest of the spliced channels in the pack before beginning construction. Let's get started with the rear panel. To construct the rear panel, we're going to need one 55B channel, one 81B channel, two 43C sheets, and two of the 43B sheets. The part numbers are printed onto the parts for easy identification. Lay out your sheet so that the 43C sheets are on the inside and the 43B sheets are on the outside. Flap the sheets so that their ends sit flush and the pre-punched holes along the edges are aligned. Once aligned, use 6 of the 10mm self-tapping screws to fasten all the sheets together. Now that the screws are in, take the 55B channel and attach it to the top of the sheets using the snap-tight method. The channel will need to have the short side facing towards the outside of the panel. Use 2 of the 10mm self-tapping screws to secure the channel and the CSJ. Repeat the process for the channel 81B, attaching it to the bottom of the sheets using the snap-tight method. Use 2 of the 10mm self-tapping screws to secure the channel and the CSJ. This completes the rear wall assembly. Let's do the left side panel assembly. We'll need one 61B channel, one 81J channel, and the X4R sheet. Take the 61B channel and attach it to the top of the sheet using the snap-tight method. Make sure that the short side of the channel is facing the outside. Repeat the process for the bottom using the 81J channel. This completes our left side panel. For the right side panel now, we'll need one 61B channel, one 81J channel, and the X4L sheet. Attach the 61B channel to the angled end of the sheet using the snap-tight method. Remember to keep the short face of the channel to the outside. Repeat the process again for the 81J channel, snapping it onto the bottom end of the sheet. That's both of our side panels complete. Let's do the roof panel assembly. To make the roof panel, we'll need 4 of the 50G sheets, 2 of the 81A channels, and 2 of the 88K lips. Orientate these roof sheets so the pan holes are in a line. You'll notice that they're inset further to the front. Overlap the sheets by 1 rib, making sure that the holes are aligned. Fasten at each overlap using 3 self-tapping screws. Take an 81A channel and attach it to the top of the sheets using the snap type method. Use 2 self-tapping screws in the holes at the midpoint of the channel to fasten into the CSJ. Repeat this for the rear of the panel. Okay, now take the 88K lip and place the shorter side on top of the sheeting and inside the channels. Fasten using 3 screws through the pre-punched holes. Do this again for the other 88K lip on the other side of the panel. Place the shorter side on top of the sheeting and inside the channels. Fasten using 3 screws through the pre-punched holes. This will complete our roof panel assembly. To make the top door track, we'll need 2 of the aluminium TR1375s and then 1 TR1 channel. Okay, we need to join both halves of this track to make it full length. So grab the TR1 joiner and 1 of the TR1375 pieces. Slide the TR1 channel in halfway so the hole I'm pointing to is just partially covered. Next, fasten it using a single wafer head tech screw in the groove about 15mm in from the end. Make sure that the tech screw pulls the TR1 tight up against the inside face. Grab the other TR1375 and slide it along the TR1 joiner until it butts up flush. Fasten it using a single wafer head tech screw in the groove about 15mm in from the end. Okay, turn the track over so you can see into the slot. There is now a hole in the TR1 visible. We're going to use it as a drilling template. Take the 3mm drill bit and go through these pre-punched channel holes and out the back of the aluminium track. Do this again for the other end. Turn the track over to see these 2 new holes, and now fasten through each using a wafer head tech screw. Now the top track's ready for the front panel assembly. To make the front panel assembly, we'll need 1 55F channel, 1 55G channel, 2 of the 80C channels, 2 30D sheets, and 1 of the 79D channels. Orientate the two 30D sheets so the 4 holes along the edge will be to the outside of the front panel. Take the 80C channel and orientate it so the longer 20mm side is over the top of the sheeting. Make sure the ends of the channel is flush with the top and bottom edges of the 30D sheet because we're going to use its holes as a drilling guide. Using the 3mm drill bit, go through the pre-punched holes and into the sheeting below. Because the sliding door runs along this panel, we'll need to use pop rivets here. Take your rivet gun and use 4 rivets to fasten the channel to the sheet. Here, I'm drilling and riveting as I go. We'll just do the exact same thing again on this side now. Make sure the ends of the channel is flush with the top and bottom edges of the 30D sheet because we're going to use its holes as a drilling guide. Using the 3mm drill bit, go through the pre-punched holes and into the sheeting below. Because the sliding door runs along this panel, we'll need to use pop rivets here. Take your rivet gun and use 4 rivets to fasten the channel to the sheet. Here, I'm drilling and riveting as I go. Take the 55F channel and attach it to the top edges of these sheets using the snap type method. Now take the 55G channel and attach it to the bottom edges of these sheets using the snap type method. Take one of the 79D channels and slide it onto the bottom 55G channel, aligning it with the pre-punched holes. Place the longer 20mm side of this channel inside the bottom channel. Along the middle of this channel is the CSJ. We're going to need to drill these holes out first before we can put a screw through them. So do that using the 3mm drill bit. Like we did before, we'll need to fasten using pop rivets because the door will be sliding past here. Drill out and then use a pop rivet at either end of this channel. Okay, we've got access to the inside now by flipping the panel over. We need to fasten the vertical channel to the bottom channel. Align the pre-punched holes and fasten with a single self-tapping screw. Repeat this for the other corner. We'll just do the same now for the top corners, aligning the pre-punched holes in the vertical channels with the top channel. There's 8 holes along the bottom channel to fasten to the inside channel. Use a 3mm drill bit and self-tapping screws, then just work your way along. Next, join the left and right parts of the top channel with a self-tapping screw into the CSJ. Great, now we're up to attaching the top track. Flip the panel back over and go grab that track you made earlier. The top edges of the track and top channel need to be flush, and also their centers need to be aligned. Just either side of the middle, drill a hole using the 3mm drill bit in the track groove and fasten with a wafer head tech screw. Check alignment and proceed to drill and screw at both ends of the track as you just did before. Now it's fixed in the middle and both ends, we're still going to need another screw in between these, so drill and screw again as shown. Let's construct the door panel. To make a single door panel, we'll need 2 of the 50A channels, 2 of the 58B channels, and 1 SL1 sheet. To begin, we'll take a 50A channel and a 6mm drill bit. This will become the top channel of the door. Drill out the 2 outermost pre-punched holes to be 6mm. Take an M6 by 20mm screw and push it through from the inside of the channel. Then, fasten with an M6 jam nut. Next, take the 4-wheel roller and screw it down until the end of the screw is flush with the top of the roller. So that's one done. Now just repeat that for the other hole. So that's the top channel done. Now we'll move to the bottom channel. Alright, now to fitting these channels to the door sheet, SL1. Fit the bottom channel to the bottom of the sheet using the snap type method. Take the 50A channel with the 4-wheel rollers and using the snap type method, attach it to the top of the sheet. Grab a 58B channel and orientate it so you've got the longer 20mm side to the front of the panel. Insert it so it goes inside the top and bottom channel and let the bottom edge go underneath everything. Alright, these top and bottom corners need to be fastened using pop rivets because they slide against the front tracks. So use a 3mm drill bit and then a pop rivet in each corner. Grab a 58B channel and orientate it so you've got the longer 20mm side to the front of the panel. So use a 3mm drill bit and then a pop rivet in each corner. Now we've got the corners done with rivets, we can go and do the rest of these holes along the vertical door channels using self-tapping screws. Turn the panel over to access the back side. Then, drill out and fasten each corner using a pop rivet. Okay, that's one door done. So we'll need to repeat this step again to make the second one. It's exactly the same. Let's begin the final assembly. Stand up the rear panel or get a friend to help hold it. We'll start by attaching the left panel. Slide the top and bottom channel of the left side panel into the notches in the rear panel channel. Once the pre-punched holes are aligned, fasten using 4 of the 10mm self-tapping screws. Repeat the process for the right side panel, making sure that the pre-punched holes are aligned. Once aligned, fasten the sheets together using 4 of the 10mm self-tapping screws. Okay, now we'll attach the front panel. We recommend getting a friend to help you hold it. Move the front panel so the side panel sits in the notches of the top and bottom channel. Next, fasten the front panel to the side panel using 4 of the self-tapping screws through the aligned edge holes. Repeat this process for the right side panel, aligning the sheets together. Again, fastening with 4 of the 10mm self-tapping screws. Take a door panel and insert the rollers into the open end of the door track on the front panel. Insert the second door from the other end of the track. Now the doors are in, we need to put end stops on the track. Take the end stop ES1 and a single wafer head tech screw. Allow the stop to hang over the open end of the track and fasten using the screw through the top face of the track. Now just do this same step on the other end of the track. Make sure you have the walls all squared up, and then go and take the roof panel and place it on top of the wall panels. This is best done with a second set of hands. It's really important that you make sure you've got the side of the panel that has the holes further inset from the edge to the front. Align the pre-punched holes in the roof sheeting with the pre-punched holes in the top of the wall channels. Work your way from one side to the other along the front wall, and then do the same for the rear wall. Repeat the process for the back of the roof, securing with 8 more of the 10mm self-tapping screws. The sides of the roof panel are fastened through the lips into the top channels of the side panels. Be sure to use 4 screws per side. Take the 2 track pieces and insert the 13A channel in the middle as shown. Make sure you have the 13A so it's orientated with the open side facing upward. Also make sure that you have it centered. Carefully turn the assembly. Drill through the track and into the channel in the middle. Then, fasten with pop rivets. This side that has the 4 pop rivets will now become the side of the track that will go against the door. Now all 4 of those pop rivets are in, now it's time to do the other side. So turn the track over. Because this side of the track will now be the outside, you can now use tech screws to fasten. So just like you did before, use tech screws where you used rivets. Okay, that's the track done. Now to put it onto the front panel. Make sure you have the track orientated so that the sides with the rivets are against the door and the centers aligned between the track and the front panel. You'll need to grab the BKT260 bracket and 4 Tech screws. A good tip is to check that the door can slide freely before securing it. Firstly, use 2 Tech screws to secure the bracket to the front side of the track. It can be handy to pre-drill these holes first using the 3mm drill bit. Now that's done, repeat at the side, this time pre-drilling through the bracket and into the bottom channel of the wall. Use 2 more Tech screws to secure. Now move to the other end of the track and just do these steps again. Okay, time to attach the door handles. First up, take out that middle screw in the door channel. Orientate the EZ1 handle as shown and align the bottom hole with the door hole. Make sure the handle is aligned correctly and then, using the other hole as a template, drill through with a 3mm drill bit. Fasten with another screw. Okay, that's one done. Just repeat these steps for the other door now. Firstly, position the shed onto the slab, making sure the walls are squared up and it's centered. Take your angle brackets and lay them out in the positions as shown, spacing them equally along each wall. Using these brackets as a template, go around and carefully mark where the holes are on the slab and on the wall. Drill 3mm pilot holes in the wall centered on these marks. Now switch out to the 10mm drill bit and drill through these pilot holes. Next, take your hammer drill and insert the 10mm masonry drill bit. Drill down through the marks we made earlier. Be sure to go down deep enough for the height of the dynabolt. From the outside of the shed, take the 10mm bolt and poke it inside. You may need a friend to hold it there. Align the angle bracket with the bolt and then tighten the nut by hand. Tighten it further using the shifting spanner. Put the dynabolt through the bracket and into the hole in the slab. Tighten this nut on the dynabolt with the shifting spanner. Now that this has been done at all positions, the structure is anchored. That completes your 3008-2EZK.